I'm Sarah, 30, standing in my Boston apartment, adorned with simple white fairy lights and fresh flowers for my birthday. I'm reflecting on the journey that led me here. It's been a year since I decided to draw the line and reclaim my life. The turning point came when I discovered a Facebook post at exactly 12:47 p.m. On what should have been a normal Monday at the office. There was a surprise party for my sister, Lily, just 7 minutes before my 29th birthday officially began. The caption read, "The only girl worth celebrating." My mother's comment below was like a dagger. At least someone is worth baking for. I remember the shock that coursed through me as I saw the laptop I'd been saving for 18 months sitting beside Lily. It was the final straw that broke the camel's back. I'd always been the responsible one, the rock of the family. While Lily bounced from one job to another, I was the one footing the bill for her rent, emergencies, and all sorts of expenses. Growing up, I was constantly overlooked. I'd be cooking dinner while doing my homework, and my parents, Mark and Lisa, would be focused on Lily's every whim. I'd miss out on their support at my important events, like my senior speech award ceremony, because Lily wasn't feeling well. But for her school plays, they'd arrive early with flowers and lead standing ovations. I vividly recall the orange bear keychain, the only gift Lily ever gave me. When we were kids at the carnival, she declared the pink one prettier and left me with the ugly, orange one. Mom agreed with her. I'd carried that keychain for years, a constant reminder of my place in the family, always second best. That night, as I sat in my tiny apartment, looking at the bills spread across the kitchen table, I realized I'd been paying Lily's rent for 38 consecutive months. My travel fund and retirement account were pitiful because of all the money I'd given her. The total sum of $34,445 over 40 months was a brand burned into my brain. I spent the whole night drafting 3 emails. One to Lily's landlord, Mr. Thompson, informing him that I'd no longer be paying her rent. Another to my bank, canceling the automatic payment. And the third, the most difficult one, to my family, detailing every dollar I'd provided and stating that the financial support was over. When I finally hit send on those emails, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. The next day, the family backlash was intense. Mom called and texted non-stop, and Lily left a furious voicemail accusing me of ruining everything. But I stood my ground. At work, my colleagues surprised me with a birthday card and a cupcake. It was the first birthday acknowledgement I'd received that year. After work, I went to the tech store and bought the laptop I'd always wanted. That evening, Mr. Thompson called, saying Lily was unaware the payments were ending. I calmly told him the arrangement was over. 2 days later, I got a promotion to a senior operations lead position in Boston. But then, Mom showed up at my office. She was furious about my emails and insisted we talk. We agreed to meet at my apartment after work. When they arrived, Lily put on her usual act of being the victim, sobbing about not knowing what she'd done wrong. But I was prepared. I used a projector to show her termination emails, screenshots of her vacations after I'd sent her emergency money, and the bank statements of all the money I'd transferred. The room fell silent as they saw the evidence. Dad looked stunned, and Mom's lips pressed into a thin line. I told them firmly that the payments had stopped permanently. Lily asked how she was supposed to survive, and I simply said, the same way other adults do. Then, something unexpected happened. Lily broke down and admitted she didn't know how to do it on her own. It was the first honest thing she'd said to me in years. Dad also admitted he'd failed me, saying he'd focused on Lily because she seemed more needy. He asked for a chance to be a better father. I set some conditions. Lily needed a verifiable job and a working budget, and both my parents should consider therapy. Dad agreed, and he even gave me a sincere hug. Now, a year later, things have changed. Lily has been working at a pharmacy for 4 months without missing a shift and is finishing bookkeeping classes. Dad has been making an effort, and Mom at least acknowledges my birthday. I'm surrounded by friends who respect my boundaries, and I'm living a life of self-respect and peace. This birthday, I truly feel like the one worth celebrating.